Luke's lobster roll is... We came to New York. Mac was like, let's boycott the subway. We got locked out of our freaking hotel room. The door handle just died. Okay, what are we doing? Like, this was the worst idea we've ever had. The place that we discovered on our honeymoon. Never on camera. We are going to fill out our adoption application.
I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York.
Did you know that Frank Sinatra's from Hoboken? We just covered him because he was in the Rat Pack with JFK's sister's husband.
In old New York.
Makes me think of Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Patrick, we've got to go through the tunnel.
Just for one day.
Oh my gosh, Mac is just driving, and this is where we're at. We're at the Pizzerias.
Can you kind of help me?
The place we discovered on our honeymoon, and they're playing Frank Sinatra. We are at Pizzerias Pizza, the place that we discovered on our honeymoon, and then we brought Bethany, my dad, my mom, Audrey, all back to, like, what was that, like a year later or 2 years later? Bethany moved here? Okay, Mac, tell us what this pizza is.
This was my favorite pizza place last time we came.
Why is it not focusing?
It's still my favorite out of the three we've had.
Oh, it's not focused. There we go, now it is. This one's mine.
Oh my gosh.
You can taste how unhealthy it is. Oh yeah, there you go.
How does it fare over the years? No? Not as good?
That's really good.
But is it as good as it was? And as good as your memory?
Maybe more, I don't know. First time I didn't get a whole lot.
We're walking up to the plaza to get Luke's Lobster and go down into the basement where all the restaurants are. And we just got a New York book for our kids that I'm excited about. I got this super cute touristy New York book. It's a kid's book and it has stories and facts about New York City. So it starts like with how New York was originally founded. It tells all about the 5 boroughs. It's like, it's a place of the biggest stores and the smallest stores. And then it shows like a big Saks Fifth, and then it has like a big, or like a small bodega. It has stuff that I didn't know about New York, so it's also a learning tool. We're just nonchalantly, innocently walking through the plaza. And who do we see? But Jackie and Onassis. Freaking one of our favorite places in New York. It's permanently closed. Like, what the heck? Can't even go in to see. But that's where we first had Luke's Lobster. Good thing they have a second location by our hotel. But yeah, I'll find one. I don't know what that is, but we are at Upchai, one of our favorite places that we found. And we got all the things. I'll just see if the fried rice holds up with what I remember. I am going for it.
I was really hungry. I didn't even.
It's like sweeter than fried rice at home. And it's so fresh. Access he hates reacting to things. Oops. Here I am asking, how does it taste? Is it good?
Yeah.
Mac shook his head and said, so good before. Not on camera. Never on camera. We're in Central Park right now, walking to Bethesda Fountain. We just sat on a bench for like an hour researching, and now we are going to fill out our adoption application. So, yep, this is gonna be the official spot of the application. You can barely see it, but oh my gosh, look. This is where we are filling out our adoption application. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Don't you think so? And we got something for our kids today. A book about New York. So we can learn all the things and they can learn all the things.
In old New York.
We found maybe the prettiest spot in New York. Unfortunately, the Flatiron is under maintenance, but we've got the Flatiron, a foggy sky, and then boom, the Empire State right there, where one iconic New York building faces another iconic New York building. Just stumbled upon a Ralph's coffee location, which I've been wanting to get a coffee at for absolutely years. It's so pretty, the green with the white, so I'm getting a coffee. Okay, I got a draft oat latte. It's beautiful. But Mac just tried it, which I did not tell you to try it. You went and jumped off that cliff on your own. It's just a regular oat latte, so it's not sweet. Look how gorgeous. It's not sweetened. And Mac was like, it makes your face do this.
Makes my face do that.
Not after drinking it for 15 years, but it's quite delicious. It's so creamy and refreshing. I am showing Mac all of Bethany and Audrey's old stomping grounds in Chelsea, Manhattan, because Mac just saw the Brooklyn apartment and helped us move there, but never came to the Chelsea apartment. This is the management offices where Bethany and Audrey had to pick up the keys, drop off their keys, pay rent. There she is.
I'm leaving today.
The honeycomb tile. And here's the inside of the Charles Mall. Okay. Now we got to walk this way. We're getting closer and I don't know the exact address, so I just have to recognize it visually upon first sighting. And it's this. This is it. 251 West 15th. And you go in there and you go up 3 flights of stairs and they lived up there on the back side. Wah. There's a really, really, really cute photo of Audrey right here on this stoop in like a plaid skirt. But yeah, this right here is the spot where we all almost died trying to carry and move in. It was literally like, I swear we each did maybe like 25 trips each. Like Bethany cried. My dad had an anxiety attack and I was just like, let's go, we can freaking do this. It was death. We definitely should have hired movers, but we didn't. Well, then we got like halfway through moving them and we realized, okay, what are we doing? Like this was the worst idea we've ever had. Like, why did we not hire movers? So then my dad was sitting on the back of the truck, or my mom, somebody was like just trying to call like all of the moving places, Craigslist, like anybody to help us, and we couldn't find a single person to hire. So we just had to finish it by ourselves. the day of death. But we made it. I'm pouring sweat. This is the place I almost died. Yeah, I almost fell in here. Hang on. When moving in, my mom dropped like a little pole from a shoe rack down there, and we were getting rid of the shoe rack because not all of her stuff fit in the apartment. So I don't know why I felt like, oh, I need to save that for my mom. I jumped down there, and I felt like I didn't jump, I crawled down there, and I felt like from the bar it was like really close to the ground, so I just kind of jumped backwards to like just like land on the ground. I thought it was like 3 feet. No, I fell backwards and hit my head on the concrete while my mom stood up here and watched me. She said my face was horrific. But it was locked. I couldn't get down. Looking back, that was just the dumb, like, why would I ever do that? Someone probably could have thought that I was breaking into their freaking apartment and shot or did something. But yeah, what in the world? Okay, well, there she is. That's her right there. And I took a picture of Bethany on the street, like right there-ish, the night that we were leaving. And that was her YouTube profile photo for a long time. Just walked into Chelsea Market and found this little lobster place. It's so adorable. And Mac got a lobster roll, shoestring fries with Old Bay seasoning. I got a shrimp tempura roll, which is actually, other than just a plain sweet potato roll, probably the best sushi roll I've ever had in my entire life. It is so good. We're in the Subway. My favorite place, and my bangs are just doing their thing today. I'm sweating. We went to the, I should have vlogged. We went to like the observation deck outside Chelsea Market to overlook the river. I've never been there before, and it was beautiful. But stand clear for the closing doors, please.
New York.
And this is us.
That sound is the exact sound in Lord of the Rings when the Frodo's had to put the ring on. They've come.
In the middle of Central Park, and it feels like we're in a state park. That was a funny joke, Mac. Come on, laugh at me. Come on. But literally, there's not a building for freaking, it feels like miles. But we're in the middle of the city. Also, this is crazy that this is the way to get to the museum that we're trying to get to.
I see a building finally.
Finally. A regular old history buff drug me on a freaking detour to see a cannon and the old fort. What are you talking about? Wow. All right, you were right. It's pretty cool. This is McGowan's Pass. Was occupied by British troops September 15th, 1776, and evacuated not until 83. Here, beginning August 18th, 1814, the citizens of New York built Fort Clinton to protect the city in the Second War with Great Britain. Wow. And this memorial was built by the Children of the City History Club in 1906. It's a good place for a fort. Sounds of the city. Oh, well, that's why. Is it the Guggenheim observatory thing? Oh. What is that? Alexander Hamilton. Why did you like Alexander Hamilton so much?
Did I?
Yeah.
Why do you think I like him so much?
Is that my dad? We're here! The Museum of the City of New York. Okay. Hence the history buff.
I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York.
So we are now walking into the museum. We finally walked all the way through Central Park, which is that way, and the museum is right here. We're excited. Here is the building. It's so gorgeous. Going to see a movie. It's like a 30-minute film, she said, about New York.
327 square miles, 8.5 million people, and counting. Perhaps because it is so familiar, it is easy to take for granted, to assume it somehow just came into being. But what did it take for this amazing landscape to arise? How did it begin? Why did it grow so large? To a surprising degree, the answer may be found beneath your feet, on the streets you walk every day. They are the very same streets, after all, which generations of earlier New Yorkers, men, women, and children, walked around as they moved through the cities they knew. Cities filled with Model T Fords and elevated trains, electric streetcars, and horse-drawn trolleys.
I always have to get souvenirs. They made a little ceramic. We are happy to serve you. It's the New York coffee cup. The obligatory postcards and stickers. I got like a vintage pack that would be different than ones we've had previously. We always stick these on our fridge, or we use them as like bookmarks and stuff. This is not all of them. I gave Bethany and Audrey and my mom half the pack. New York, the Wonder City. So cute. This one's my favorite, I think. How freaking epic is that? This has like the old tokens for the subway. Back before they had like the cards that you would swipe, they had like literal coins. They look like big pennies. Audrey found one of those years ago that looked exactly like this, and the Y was like punched out. She wore it as a necklace. I wore it as a necklace. We fought over it. And then I got a couple of Seinfeld books. So we got the official Seinfeld cookbook that has notorious food items from the episodes, like the big salad. There we go, Elaine's big salad right there. Oh look, there's more stickers. The plaza. Oh, the last thing we got, Mac picked this out. It's basically just a bunch of the jokes from Seinfeld because it's one of our favorite shows and it's very New York and very nostalgic. We are trekking our way through Chinatown to get the best Chinese food in New York City. So we've heard. We're crossing our fingers because we took 30 minutes to get here. We just went to the Brooklyn Bridge and it was freaking beautiful. The moon was insane. We saw the glittering, sparkling lights, and I didn't film a single clip. I don't know what I was thinking. I took a ton of photos, but I'm not going to put a slideshow in a vlog. To believe us. My hair was straight.
Every time you show me how to set the same face.
Also, the food in Chinatown was really good. We waited an hour after we traveled 30 minutes to get there. Then we had to go to an ATM and get cash because it was cash only. Then we get to the restaurant and they said $20 credit card minimum. It's a pretty treat. Morning. Mac and I are in New York City because we came here for our honeymoon, and then the first week of August is our 9-year anniversary, and we haven't been back together in like 8 years. I think the next year after we got married, Bethany ended up moving here, and so we came on the same exact week of our honeymoon the next year to move her in, and then like subsequently the next 5 or 6 years after that, I was here in New York on the same week every single year. It was like not planning, but just I was. So we're not here on the same week this week, but we are here just for a quick little trip for fun, and we're about to go to Cat's Delicatessen because I've never been there before. I think Bethany came here with my dad one time, but it's a New York classic, so we're gonna go try that. But KFM 12 came out today, and I have a clip from A Small Light, which we talk about a lot in KFM 12, that I'm gonna post about siblings.
They look just like me and Franny at that age. We used to play like that. Better than a best friend. Do you have siblings, Eve?
Yeah, I have a brother. Well, I have a few, but Kaz and I are close.
So you know.
Mac. Hello. I was gonna have you wave.
How you doing?
We are trying Jewish food today. We got potato latkes, then they come with sour cream and applesauce, and oh my gosh, they're so good. They're basically a hush puppy, Mac decided, but they're a little bit softer on the inside, and you're supposed to eat them with applesauce and sour cream.
Sorry if I offended all the Jewish people out there.
But they're really good. Are you gonna try it? Good? Better without?
On its own, I don't know.
Mac is not a sauce person most of the time. But the sour cream and applesauce combo, it's so weird, but for the not focused.
It went out of focus for a second.
Okay, this is Mac's chicken noodle soup. That's definitely made here. Do you like it? It's freaking good. Huh? Yeah, I do, but you didn't say. Yeah, it's freaking good. I'm about to try matzo ball soup that I've never tried before. I have no idea what it's gonna taste like, what kind of flavors are in it. I don't hate it, it's just super salty. Yeah, try it. The matzo, the ball thing is a little bit squishy, so do not be alarmed. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like it.
I don't know what it tastes like.
I don't like that broth really.
Stuffed ourselves. I got matzo ball soup for the first time. I was going to get split pea soup because it's the other thing that I really wanted, but I wanted to try matzo ball soup. I think I would have liked the split pea the best, but I'm glad that I got to try it. But anyways, we're going to pay our tickets. Watch A Small Light if you haven't already watched it. Either listen to KFM 12 and then watch it, or watch it and then listen to KFM 12. But it will change your life. Would like to tell y'all a story. We came to New York. Mac was like, let's boycott the subway. We proceeded to then walk 50,000 freaking miles. I swear though, actually, yesterday we walked 10 miles. 10.1 or 10.2?
10.1, yeah.
Oh my gosh, and 30,000 steps or 50,000 steps? 60,000, 56,000?
Total or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday was like 26,000.
Okay. Well, total, I don't know, feels like 55. Total, I think that we've walked, what, how many steps? We haven't even counted today. The first day,
Probably like 55 or 60, that's probably like 60,000.
60,000 steps before today. Oh my gosh, hey, these are the buildings that I love. Look back.
Oh yeah.
I need to figure out what exactly that is and what it's called so I can know. I should look at the map. Also, other events and other news that has happened on this trip, I have been called out by strangers for being Hispanic twice. Literally someone was like, oh, I wasn't sure if you spoke English. Because they were trying to get me to take their picture. And then a little Hispanic girl came up and she was like, Espanol? And I helped her order her gyro de pollo. I don't know how to say gyro exactly, but her chicken gyro. Anyway, that happened. Okay, we are underneath Grand Central Terminal, Grand Central Station, and I'm gonna go get like a Magnolia icebox cake. But this is where a scene from season 1 happened. Does anybody remember? Might have something to do with Jackie, might have something to do with Lee, might have something to do with, my gosh, is Diana Vreeland still just awful? This is where. So after the office tour, they met up with Jackie at an oyster bar below Grand Central Station, which we've eaten down there. It's so cute. According to the friend that was with them, when they spotted Jackie, Jackie jumped up and ran over to them, squealing like a little girl, and Jackie was immediately full of questions. Was Lee enjoying her job? Was Diana Vreeland still just awful? Because reinstated his opinion that Luke's lobster roll is... What is it?
Really good.
Oh,
Better?
the best. The best lobster roll with chunks, giant chunks of lobster. We used to get the one at the bottom of the Plaza Hotel. It's closed, but the one at the Grand Central is open. So right in here, I got Magnolia. They did not have any icebox cake, which was a bummer, but that's okay. I got banana pudding and a magic cookie bar, which looked freaking phenomenal. Yeah, it's a lot of coconut milk. I don't know if you're gonna like it, but you should try it. Oh my god. Freaking phenomenal. Banana pudding was also a wonderful call. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Last night in the city, and we got at Little Italy. We were sitting in the freaking hallway of our hotel, sweating, and you can tell. We got locked out of our freaking hotel room because the door handle just died. Like, the battery is dead. And he told us it would take like 20 minutes to charge. So we went to Walgreens. We tried to go to Starbucks. Starbucks closed because it was like 9:30 p.m. Then we went to CVS. Nope. Oh my gosh. Then we went to CVS because I'm so sweaty. We went to CVS because everything else was closed, and we got some snacks for the road trip tomorrow. But we came all the way back, and it had been longer than 20 minutes, and it still won't open. Mac got water. I got a protein drink for tomorrow morning. I've never tried this one before, but it looks good. Then Mac got peppermint and Twix, and I got dark chocolate turtles. And that is the death of us. We just stopped at Starbucks. Also, yes, this is a giant coffee stain. And there are more, but I wanted to wait till after New York to wash it. I got a Trader water, a venti water, and caramel macchiato because that was very old New York of me. And then soy, triple shot, half cups of vanilla.
Make some brand